So this building right here, last year they were actually starting construction on it, and like none of this was here. I don't even know what was here before, but in the matter of, I'd say, at least 6 months, they just came, built the wall, built everything, put people in there. The next thing you know it, all of a sudden now it's a condo. And you got all types of high-tech stuff. You got high-tech lights that are motion sensitive. If you go to the front door, you have like a keypad and everything with a voice doorman, and everything's digital in this building. But yet you go right next door to it and then you see just like the regular projects. And these buildings are like pre-war buildings, date back all the way to World War One. But then you have that right next to this futuristic new age stuff. It makes no sense really. Like that's what you see all over Brooklyn and all over Williamsburg. It kind of scares me a little bit because I wonder what's happening to the past. I've noticed that the generations before us forgot their history, and what they did is they taught the younger generations how to forget their history too. And if you could have a new development just pop up out of nowhere like this next to something that's been there for ages and have never fell down, then I mean, what does that say about how we conduct our lives outside of that? Like, what are we replacing that shouldn't be replaced with something that has no real foundation, you know? So we're going down the block to Ainsel because at that corner they built 3 new developments at the same time. And they're still building another new development right next to those 3. The apartments are alright. They're a bit smaller than I'd like, which is another thing that kind of makes me wonder. It's like you build these new houses and condos, but yet inside of them, they're not better than the old apartments, the pre-war apartments. I was a part of a housing lottery that they put up for affordable housing. And when I actually won the housing lottery, but once you win the housing lottery, it doesn't guarantee you a house. You have to go in for an interview. And with the interview, you have to have 3 years of tax information. You gotta have pay stubs, everything to verify like where your money comes from. And I'm an artist, and like my work history is very spotty. Like I worked all the time, but like it'll either be under the table job or it might be an official job. Either way, it's like whatever work I get, it might not be I might not have a trail of paper that you can actually follow my work history, and you couldn't follow it, and so I ended up losing the housing. If the gentrifiers then get gentrified back, but in other places, then I mean, it'll be a subject that would have to be explored deeper, and then it'll have to change because now it affects everyone. You know, kind of like crack, the way crack happened. It first started in the hoods, the ghettos, the impoverished areas, but then one way or another it started to spread, and then it got into the suburbs, and then it got into everyone's houses. Then crack became a problem, you know?